Rich Tehrani. We're at the IT Expo Tech Super Show 2020 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Craig Anderson is on our program today. He's with Field Nation. Craig, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. So you got an amazing organization. You've got access to a ton of techs. You help MSPs. Tell us how you put that together. What do you do for MSPs?
Yeah, so essentially what Field Nation does is we have about 100,000 independent contractors that you can access through our online platform. We have a project management layer that sits on top of that allows you to manage the work, collect deliverables, have real-time visibility into what they're doing on site. Then when you've completed the work, they send that back to your team, and then they review the work, and we pay the tech on your behalf, handle all their tax reporting at the end of the year, all their insurance. And we have a ton of back-end analytics that you can use and really help grow the business, become more efficient.
So any MSP can scale infinitely using Field Nation?
Yeah, it's great. We have a coast-to-coast footprint, so really if you're a small regional MSP and you're looking to grow, or if you're a large MSP and you're looking to win more work and be more competitive on RFPs, it's a great way to kind of access all that in one spot.
What if you want to do it but you're concerned about quality?
Yeah, so we take a look at all the quality. All the techs are background checked and drug tested if they choose to be. That's all visible to you. And then what you have is you have a network of clients that are constantly rating these technicians. You have complete visibility into all their job history, all the certifications they have. So you're able to take that 100,000 and really narrow it down to the ones that matter, right? You might need 1,000 techs across the country, but you can really find the guys that meet your criteria from a skill set perspective, but also are able to prove that they're quality and that when they're on site, they're representing your brand in the appropriate way.
I don't know if you're customer facing. I'm just curious. Do you have any stories from some of the MSPs you've worked with in terms of how you've helped them?
Yeah, so we work with, there's a local company out of Minneapolis that I actually brought on years ago when I was doing sales. And it was a really cool story because that company was a printer company. They did a lot of stuff in financial banking and things like that. And the VP of sales came to us, and typically at Field Nation we're dealing with a lot of operations folks. And the VP of sales came to me and said, I really want to sell more. We want to get into other verticals and do all these things. So what he did is he flew his whole sales team in, and we met with them, a couple salespeople, a couple of our solutions engineers, and really taught them how to basically look at all these different verticals. Whether they need a printer installed, they probably need cabling, they probably need digital signage. There's a lot of kiosks and banks that need to be serviced. And he was able to say, all right, I'm going to hire project managers and I'm going to hire salespeople, and I'm not going to hire any more technicians, and I'm just going to focus on winning more work and managing that work. And they've grown probably 20-30% in the last 3 years, just expanding into new verticals that they had really it wasn't in their sweet spot to say. But it's been a really good story, and they're local, so they're kind of near and dear to my heart, and I get to talk to these guys on a pretty regular basis. But there's a whole bunch of stories like that I could go on.
That's great. What else should we know about the company? Is there any news? Is there anything new initiatives?
Yeah, so we're working right now. Our big focus now is we're really building out our electricians network. So we're seeing a lot of demand, a lot of gaps in the market for people looking for electricians. So we got to think about 1,000 guys right now are licensed electricians. We verified they have licenses, so they can go out and do all the electrician work on the field. But that's been a big focus. And then just growing the platform and making it more efficient, making sure the supply is really adequate from a soft skills perspective too. We want to make sure when they're on site they're representing the brand in a good way, and they can talk to your end clients, and that sort of thing is important. So those are the big things.
That's great. How do people find you if they want to know more?
Yeah, you can just sign up at fieldnation.com. If you're a technician or a client or a buyer looking to find work, it's a pretty simple process to go through. And then usually, depending on what side of the coin you're on, a business representative will reach out to you and train you and get you ready to go, and make sure you're vetting technicians in the proper way and making sure everything is operating smoothly and efficiently.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.